Um, damn. Saw that. Don't launch it yet. I need to get armor. What's up, Shadow? I'm just waiting for him to... I'm just waiting for you to launch it. I was gonna start reading a chapter of my management book because I thought you might have left. Oh god, dog. That's usually my state. See, Parker's loving this over here. God, because I bought a Deluxo and an MOC, I went from 7 million to 247,000. Damn. That car improvement shit is expensive. But it's so worth it. Oh. I'm just sitting here reading my management book. Let me do homework. I can play GTA and do homework now. See, with you, Parker, things are always going so fast I don't get to do homework at the same time. Okay, any day now. Or I can go to chapter 5. There we go. Honestly, we should just take out the people on the ground and then go up. Well, ground force is dealt with. Yep. And I'm switching to the machine gun. Oh shit, health's getting low, health's getting low. I'm dead. But there's only a few of them left. I have 1 life left. And there's no one left here on the ground, so... Oh, 1 guy! Bitch. Now he's dead. I need to Mark II one of my assault rifles. Parker, what's the best Mark II assault rifle? I thought you Mark II'd everything already. Oh. Check YouTube since you're on YouTube. Please.
Loser. Get a job.
Right.
Come on, we got this.
Yeah, you got splattered.
Motherfucker.
Yep. That's how it should have gone the first time. Why the fuck did we get out of my car? Have you done bust out? Yeah. I made a list of the ones I haven't done on my bookmarked. Yeah. I just went through it because I never really did them in order. So I just went down it and put all the ones that I haven't done in it. I should use that next time I'm on Tinder. Mm-hmm. No, dude, that's good. That's a good one. Yo, I got a romantic proposition for you. If you sit on my face, I'll eat my way to your heart. Ooh, that might work. No, I think it's something about the fact that you use skull candies, because I can hear myself talking through you all the time. It's because Astros use a separate channel for audio, and skull candies run left audio and the mic together. So it's running my mic through your left audio channel and picking it up for the feedback loop. Oh, I always get feedback from Parker. Actually, I get feedback from almost everybody because most all headsets are wired that way. Oh, I love that show. I miss it. Really? You've never watched Dragon Ball Z? Oh, I grew up on that shit. Watched Dragon Ball for days. Figure out what weapon I'm Mark IIing. I don't have enough. Did it load you inside the fenced area? Wait, ride my roof. Actually, you might hear that. If I end up making it to Grounds Pass, because I will make you car surf. Car surfing is so fun. Oh, love that shit. This is why I break bones. Get in this thing. It's armored and has missiles. Unless you really just want to drive that. Like if you haven't done denial of service yet, when we get to that one, this is gonna make it so much easier. Hey, don't you cut me off, bitch. I don't know whether I've done this one before. It feels familiar, but no matter what, this is so much easier. Where's that right, man? There it is. Dude, they did the best thing by making Lester jobs double RP after releasing the Deluxo. Ooh. Let's work on people. Could you imagine driving to all these locations within the 6 minutes? So tedious. Yeah, so tedious. Oh, let's get in the armored car. This one's 80, because I'm not level 100 yet. I was only able to get 80%. 2 more levels, and then it'll be 100% armored. Are you in first or third person? Oh. If you're in first, that shit makes you dizzy when I do flips like that. $15 job. Give me those job. How do I spell assault? That's why I love the Deluxo. I understand Parker's love. The car is amazing. Just destroy everything. I need YouTube Red again. I hate ads. Yeah, I'm waiting to load in still.
got some great weaponry available. Come on, you know you're gonna buy it. And take your time. Spoiled for choice, huh? Sometimes I just sit and stare at them too. No silly regulations to worry about here, boss. Load it up. Ready for anything.
Wonder which... Should I do the pistol, the heavy rifle, or the S&S pistol Mark II? I should do the heavy revolver so I can get those hollow points.
That is a wholesome day's fun taken care of. Got a special little something in mind? Brings a tear to your eyes, don't it? I love that Second Amendment. Let me know how you get on. I seen ads for that new BFFAV.
Alright, I'm joining.
The things I can...
Oh, don't you start making me bust out on them acapellas. I will start spitting flows. Going hard with no acapella cause I don't need them beats cause I got flows. I don't even need no hoes. I'll let you go, 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 go though. Everybody loves my rapping. Someone's watching me. Oh, awesome. Oh god, that's horrible. You should mute me in party chat so that you only hear me through the game. No, you'll still have to talk to me because I won't mute you. Yeah, we're gonna go to that crime scene. Fuck that crime scene up. Oh, what would be so lit is if they made a fireworks launcher for the car. And we're flying, flying, flying. Before we get there, I gotta check my circle time track. Ooh, that'd be a great place for a NASCAR race. Flew past it. Hold on, I want to see if they're friendly or enemies first, because if they're enemies, we're gonna get back in my car and blow them up.
Hey, get
Oh, yep, they're instantly hostile. It's car time. Oops. How'd I blow up the cache? Cache don't blow up that easy. Okay. We'll just shoot them all. That's fine. I know, Parker. I know. That was some stupid. No. Yeah, usually it doesn't mute me unless I mute you. Like if you mute me, it's only me talking to you normally. Sorry. Oh, you died. Fuck. Oh, and I died. Because they were right next to me.
Yeah, you die.
Yeah, it is. Pretty close to the cache though, and my car's right next to it. So if you can get the cache, you can grab my car and leave. They surround us with cops, man. They quick about them cops. I think we're just gonna drive up to it as quick as we can before they get reinforcements. You're gonna grab it and we're gonna drive out. We'll get less RP because we won't get as many kills, but we'll get the cash. Better. Shit! I'm dead.
Damn shit.
Man, they get in there. Yeah, maybe we should walk. We're gonna have to cover a lot if we do. Well, my car's right there, so if you can make it to the cache, you should still have a chance. You don't have the 3-star one at level. They surround that shit quick. They really want that money.
You dimwit. Kill him. Whoa.
Fucking civilians! Civilian garbage! Parker, you know you can send me messages and they'll show up on the side of my screen. Just send you messages in the YouTube comment section. Okay, you're too lazy to type, understood. I got a couple other people I know who's too lazy to type. I should have sent an invite to Christian though. He would have loved to have watched. Yep.
You know, I'm a genius
This thing actually goes quicker across the ground in hover mode. I know we can't walk in. They're going to be immediately hostile, but maybe we'll make it further on foot. Or yeah, you take my car and cover me. If you want. Damn it, get over the barricade.
Get the fuck! We got a man down! Cover me! Drop it! Covering fire! Nowhere to run!
Cash, get the cash. Okay, I have the cash. Fuck. Oh shit, they going hard, dude. They want this money back. I'm gonna try and get to my car. Get to my car if you can, or just avoid this area, because they want my money back. If you can take out that helicopter that's trying to shoot me, please. Out of stamina. Snackies. Where are you, snackies? Okay. Health is full.
Don't you run, asshole!
Coming to pick you up. I don't know. I'll make a playlist of all of them and find out. I have all the ones I hadn't done yet bookmarked. I will bookmark all of them and find out. That'll be a good thing anyway, because then we can just go from the playlist that I make, and that way we can do them all. Once we've done them all, like the first time, we can do them all in order. Just go from the playlist to make a bunch of money. Oh, leave this, Parker. Oh, that's great. That's great. Bonercast will soon be back on. Yes, yes, it will. Soon you won't watch me bookmark jobs. Although, for some reason, it's going up. Oh, I was trying to bookmark them all to find out how many there were, but none of my bookmarks showed up just now. I'm coming. And then my form of chatting with Parker is now using the YouTube chat box. Oh yeah, keep beatboxing. I'll spit some flows. See how quick it takes Parker to say don't. Not enough altitude. They should have children in GTA. We could murder them. That'd be some funny shit. Because Parker's watching me on YouTube and you're getting a feedback loop. It's why he has me muted.
God damn it! Crap! Shit!
You should get in the car. Oh. I'm sure you did. It's gonna get real annoying soon.
Here I come!
Tell that to Conja Club, motherfucker.
Dios mío! Fucking piece of shit. Reloading! Hey, put those guys before you get hurt. Vamos con...
No, no, no! They're about to kill me. Cover. Fuck is this? Oh, that's where you're hiding, motherfucker. That's where you're hiding. Yeah, there's another one though. I was trying to see if he's down there. Ah, he's too far. He's not gonna matter. Yeah, come down the ladder. They should have children in GTA. We could. Man, that video is so lagged back on my video on my playback. It just got to the point where we're talking about the feedback loop. When we get there, I'm just gonna spawn my MOC and use the truck off of it. Make sure I can do that. Oh shit, I can't do that. Where's the truck depot?
think you're hard, do you? Did you just do what I think you did?
I'm trying to find a semi, because we have to have a semi to pull it. It won't let me spawn my MOC during the mission, so I can't just do that. Yeah. I can hear you. I went to the road to wait for a truck, like you said.
What the hell? Fine. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Don't think that that truck can pick up a semi. It said to check the depots, but I didn't see anything over in the industrial area.
Oh no! Wow!
There's always semis over here. Apparently, very difficult. Found one.
Christ alive!
No way.
Something wrong? Give it up, ass! What a pansy!
Parking the truck right here so I can deal with them.
You're going down! Got your six coming!
The fuck? Where is there a ladder? Me. Oh, staircase. Sweet staircase from God. Where's my goddamn gun? What? What? Yes? Fuck you! Oh god damn it. I didn't make no deal with Conja Club! I will! You should have just driven. Would have murdered you. Conja Club. Loading, loading. I could spit a rap about how I hate the loading and it sucks when I'm in a trap, but the truth is I'm having fun when I'm selling drugs and the guns. Did Parker leave? Yes, Parker left. I'm sorry I wrapped you away. But it's okay, Parker. You could come back. I know you're still watching me on YouTube. Oh, that's because I think he has himself set to appear offline. Or PlayStation hates him. What? Oh, you made 200 grand? Nice. Yeah, I should probably get to doing my homework.
got some ideas for this one here. Gotta put your mark on it.
No.
Look at that.
Yeah. I don't. My little brother has it, but for Xbox.
That's you set.
I know, right? I had so much fun playing my little brothers.
Gonna turn some heads. Ooh, sweet.
Cause they zombies.
Just right.
I'm not sure. I only played on his, and he had it hella high rounds when I got there. He was already out of it. At least I think he was, but he also has the new map, so it might have been a different map that I was playing on, because he's the guy who gets the game with all the DLC as soon as it comes out. So he had the new map that came out the night before last, right when it came out, and that's what I was playing. Yeah.
And take your time.
I loved that game, though. It was hella fun. The little bit of zombies that I played was great, and the story is fucking intense. D-Day and shit. Oh god, that shit was so ham. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that game when I can get the money together to get it. That shit is lit.
What's up?
Yeah, he's played two. Well, when I went over there, he'd played 2 games, and his highest round was already 33. Yeah, over 2 hours. Like, yeah. I still love that shit though, dude. Nazi zombies again. It's just amazing.
Sometimes I just sit and stare at them too. Slept in here last night. Real comfy.
Hello?
Hey there. Ten forward. Bye.
Do I have to take my MOC to my bunker, or can I store it at my facility? I'm still playing GTA. I'm about to start doing homework, but I want to go to my bunker and do something first. Homework. Yeah, I've got management homework. I'm not sure. I literally came in on the tail end of his second game and he let me play it for a little bit and then I switched to the campaign.
Raise up now, motherfucker.
Yeah. Damn. Right. Oh, my spine is killing me. Yeah. Oh, in general, I've gotten it put out of place so many times. Motorcycle accidents, martial arts, you name it, I've probably done it to injure myself. Yeah. That first time I broke anything was I broke my nose in martial arts. And then right after I managed to shatter my elbow riding motorcycles. Yeah. I got my shoulder dislocated too. I mouthed off, yeah, I mouthed off to the sensei, and so to prove his point, he popped my shoulder out in front of the whole class and put it back in. Yeah. I mean, you feel it for a couple of days, but there's nothing wrong with either one, so I mean, the fact that he had the skills to be able to pop it out and back in shows that martial arts is worth it, and you don't need to mouth off to someone. Teaches 2 lessons at once. I mean, it's good for me. Like, dislocated my knee riding skateboards too. That one was fun. Ugh. I dislocated my knee skateboarding. Yeah, that one was fun. Yeah, yeah, I've seen that shit happen before. Oh, dude. Yeah, it's gnarly, man. Oh yeah. No, when my little brother broke his nose, I just grabbed it, pulled it down, and forced it back in place. And he was like, "Ow!" And I was like, "Yeah, well, it's better than going and paying $200 fucking. You go pay $200, or you could put it back, right?" Right. It's the best time to do it too. calm down, you're gonna feel that shit like a motherfucker. Yeah, no. I always give props to a chick who'll headbutt someone, because when you headbutt someone, you risk breaking your nose, and a chick who's willing to risk breaking her nose, you gotta give her some props. I have one homegirl who someone says shit, she'll just fucking knock him right in the head, and it's like, god damn, you going fucking 0 to 100 real quick. Oh, I'm one of those people, bro. I headbutt motherfuckers all the time. Nah, you give them a nice just... Right. Yeah. See, I grew up headbutting people and things, and so it's like, yeah, I'm used to that shit. I'm surprised I haven't given myself a concussion from it before. Yeah. The one thing that you might not like about... Mm-hmm. Yeah, that actual pop right there when your flesh next knocks their shit up. Yeah. 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 Yeah, and you feel it. Like, you get that sharp pain in the top of your head from it. Yeah. Although, if you do go for Mass Effect, the only thing is that the only form of online in Mass Effect isn't free mode. It's like horde mode, like Gears of War, if you ever played it. Yeah, it's basically horde mode for the online. The story is all open and free mode and stuff, but the online is basically horde mode. No. So you get in a squad of 4 people, you and 3 other players, or what, you by yourself, and then you kill AI. Yeah. Basically, you kill all the different enemies that would be in the game. And it can get intense. When you get, like, platinum waves and shit, oh my god, it can be hardcore. Dude, Andromeda's worth it. Yeah. I've been playing since the first one came out in 2000 and... Well, I didn't play when it first came out. I started playing in, like, 2009, 2010, right after the second one came out. But, like, I've known about Mass Effect since they first launched on Xbox 360, because it was one of the launch titles with Xbox 360. Yeah, Mass Effect 1 was hella legit, dude. That game was so fun. There was so many choices. I must have played it 30 or 40 times just to go through different choices and still not gotten every single choice made. There's people with over 100 playthroughs of Mass Effect 1 just so that they could make every choice. Yeah. Yeah. If you happen to have a 360, I recommend getting the first 3 too, because those ones are actually funner than Andromeda. I prefer Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 3 over any of them. Yeah, no, it's like, because Mass Effect started as just a role-playing game. There was no online in the first 2 at all. They were just straight role-playing games. They're basically kind of like... Did you ever play KOTOR? Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic? Okay, so... Yeah, it's from the same producers that did KOTOR. It's from BioWare. And... it was basically kind of like Star Wars without being a Star Wars licensed property that they had to pay all the licensing for. So you don't have lightsabers, but you've got futuristic weapons and all this cool shit. The only thing that kind of gets me down is that you never get to use the cars. There's one mission in the second game where you get to use the flying space cars, and that's it. And it's DLC. So it's like, there's all these cool cars flying, but you never get to use any of them. Kind of makes me sad. But the game is amazing. It's more about the story, though, because, yeah, like, no, you can't. You basically have to walk everywhere. Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks, is that there's literally no... Yeah, exactly, it's like Fallout. Like, it's like Fallout if it was in space instead of on Earth, basically. Like, that's the most equation that I've ever made, is that it's really like Fallout if Fallout had maps on different planets instead of one giant map. Yeah, no. If you actually take all the maps from Andromeda and put them together, it's got a larger map than GTA, The Crew, Fallout. You could actually put GTA and Fallout's maps together, and it still wouldn't equate to the map of Andromeda. Yeah, because it's got... So, The Witcher's getting close, but you've still got the fact that, like, Skyrim and The Witcher have single standardized maps, where you've got one map area that you can fully explore. Whereas Andromeda has 7 planets, that all have their own fully delved out map area that you go and explore, and each one of those is like the size of Fallout. Yeah, Witcher is one of those things where you start to get the expanded area, or like Fallout when you start to add on the DLCs like Automatron and Nuka World. If you take Fallout 4 with all the DLC, it's almost as big or around the same size as Andromeda's map, but Andromeda has no DLC. Andromeda's one game with 7 different maps that you can play on, plus the DLC has bunch of different maps because of all the fire bases, or not the DLC but the online. Like, you have all the fire bases you can play. Like, there's a shit ton of actual map and area. There's a reason it took them like 7 years almost to go from Mass Effect 3 in 2012 to Andromeda releasing at the beginning of 2017. I had it pre-ordered a year before it came out. Yeah, I could actually share play it with you if you wanted. Here, let me send you a friend request real quick. That way. Yeah, no, I hadn't sent one. I apparently have one person watching my YouTube broadcast still. I don't know whether it's Parker or the other person, but he's probably vicariously living GTA through. Which is sad, because I've been sitting in my bunker for 5 minutes. I finished customizing my car, though. My Deluxo has paint. I wasn't going to paint it at first, because I was like, the brushed aluminum is right. A DeLorean is made out of brushed aluminum. They never sold painted ones. Half the DeLoreans that came out of the factory didn't even have fucking clear coat on them. Like... It seemed weird, but the racing green actually looks really clean. I did the British racing green with the carbon hood and a red interior, and it actually looks really good. Like, if I make, no, the DeLorean, like, I think the CRXs kind of copied the DeLorean, because the CRXs came out just a little bit after the DeLoreans. If you take, like, the 87, 89 CRXs, DeLorean bombed as a company. Literally, DeLorean bombed. Like, so few of them sold, and he went bankrupt within 2 years. But like, the design influenced so much. And, like, you look at, like, the old CRVs and shit, they look like a DeLorean. Or yeah, the old fucking rabbits. Yeah, the rabbits. The DeLorean kind of looked like a rabbit. Like some people said the DeLorean copied a rabbit because the rabbits were out in the early '70s, but really DeLorean kind of was trying to copy the Ford Pinto, which came out a couple years before it, but a little bit more stylish because he worked for GMC, and then he quit working with them and started DMC or DeLorean Motor Company, and just bombed. And then someone actually recently purchased it and started remaking them. There's a new make 2016, 17, and they're working on the 2018 DeLoreans. They make them from old stock parts, and they rebuild frames and build all the body work that they have to, and they try to put as much from the old cars as they can. They're so cool. I want one. And the price point isn't bad. Like, they're not 100K. They're like 35, 40. Like, you could go buy a Mustang. You could go buy a Ford Mustang, a F-150, or a DeLorean. Like, if I was gonna go finance a car right now, I'd go finance a fucking DeLorean. Finance a DeLorean with a standard transmission. You could have so much fun with a DeLorean because it's a rear-wheel drive car with a mid-engine. So your engine sits right over your fucking axle and keeps your gravity centered low as hell. You just have to keep weight in your hood. Like, that's the only thing. You have to pop your hood and something in there so that when you start to go too fast, you don't lift off. But you don't really have that problem with the DeLorean because the top speed is actually 87.5 miles per hour. They could never reach 88 miles per hour. They look aerodynamic as fuck, but they were weak powerhouses. They had like no power in the engines. They were cool cars, but they just weren't fast. Like, they looked like, oh, this would be whippy and sporty, but it wasn't. Yeah. Some people modified them though. They pulled out the engines and put hella beefed up ones in there. Like, there's a little bit more engine room in there than they take up. Like, they put a smaller engine than they could have. So you can pull it out and put a beefed up engine in there, or even bore out the engine that's in it. See, I would see if I could fit a Boxer. Get the Boxer motor from fucking Porsche and put that in there. The same motor that's in a WRX. Because you could pick up a totaled WRX STI and pull the motor out, 6-cylinder Boxster, and throw that in the back of a DeLorean, and that thing would rip it up. Yeah, you're gonna have to make sure that you reinforce the mounting brackets if you're gonna put a 6-cylinder Boxer in there, especially if you put the turbo. Put the STI kit in there. See, that's the thing is the other reason they were slow is because they were kind of heavy. They had solid steel frames with aluminum panels. So, like, it's actually a solid enough car that you could probably put that motor in there without tweaking it too much. Like the old El Camino. Like, if you get a pre-88 El Camino, the actual manual, when you open it up, in the back, it shows you how to pull the engine and put the Z1 Corvette motor in. Because back in the day, Chevy expected you to do that shit. One of my dad's buddies actually did it, because he had a couple of cars sitting around, and someone gave him a totaled Corvette, and he pulled the motor and threw it into his El Camino, and it was just mobbing around, and then he hit a cow with the El Camino and totaled it. Yeah, he hit a cow with the El Camino. It's just like, damn. Like, yeah, legit a cow. Like, I've heard of people hitting deers and shit, and he's like, nah, it was a cow. And I'm like, that's just fucked up. It's just the saddest thing ever, because it's like, why the fuck is there a cow? Well, middle of the night in Oregon, dim headlights, because you're talking back in the fucking early 90s, late 80s. I can see how you don't see the cow, and it could have been foggy even. Plus, you're talking about in the area of Oregon that he lives in, like, you got farms everywhere, so someone's cow going through the fence isn't the biggest thing that I wouldn't expect. Like, I expect cows, just not in the street. Like, most of Oregon is still fairly farmy, so, like, both where I and Parker live, like, there's lots of farms, animals, fucking, just, like, you kind of just get used to it. What, you're moving to Oregon? Lebanon's got a lot of, like, or agriculture, ag and stuff like that, because it's a big open area. Like Grants Pass and Lebanon both have a lot of ag, because Grants Pass has a lot of cannabis industry. Lebanon, not so much of the cannabis, but a lot of ag and like corn and other production crops. There's a couple vineyards up there last time I went up there. I've got family over in not Lebanon, but fucking oh, now I can't think of the name. Right over there next to it though. Oh, I went over there fucking a few years back for a wedding. Cousin got married. My cousin got married, and like 3 months later, after the marriage, he found out that the woman he just married had been cheating on him for 9 months. So 6 months before the marriage, with some other guy, and that she wanted a divorce, but also half his shit because the marriage had been in just long enough to guarantee that when she divorced him, he has to pay alimony, and she got the house. Yeah, she's a shyster bitch. Does that type of shit. I told him straight up, like, you should have had a prenup. I don't give a fuck how broke I am or how much money I have. I'm gonna make that bitch sign a prenup, because it don't matter. I don't want her taking my shit. I don't trust people. I don't trust peoples at all. Like, you willing to sign a paper that says if you divorce me, you get jack shit? Like, jack shit, no matter how much I make ever? Cool. We can get married. Because I want to make sure that when I get millions and I'm sitting here in my fucking office, I don't get a letter from my lawyer saying your wife is divorcing you, trying to take half the company. Oh, she's trying to take half I'm going to sue the fuck out of her. She signed that paper. She going to learn today. Closing this. Turning it off so it doesn't overheat, because I do have to stop playing GTA in about 20 minutes and start typing. Hopefully I can finish my fucking paper, or I have to turn it in. I have to turn it in by midnight. I forgot to start it. The fun of being a college student. It's great. I mean, it's not bad. I enjoy it most of the time. Looking for a job though right now because school is expensive as fuck. I lost my last job because my boss turned into too much of a cunt and I had to leave. Oh, so I lost my last job because my boss turned into too much of a cunt and I had to leave. One of those scenarios where I'm going to choose personal over business, because if you're going to talk shit about my family, I don't give a fuck who you are or how much you pay me, I'm going to walk out the fucking door. See, it's a girl. Like, if it had been her husband and he'd said that kind of stupid shit, I would have, right after putting all my shit into my bag, punched him in the fucking nose and then walked out the door. But I'm not gonna hit a woman, so there's that line where you get a free pass. I'm not gonna hit you, but I'm gonna fucking leave. Well, I just have enough sense that even if it was still the 50s and I could get away with that shit, I still wouldn't have. Because no, you could do both. You could definitely do both if it's a guy. But with a girl, both mental and physical are a little bit tricky because you can get sued either way. I mean, you could still get sued by a guy. I mean, he could be like, yo, that guy punched me, but then he's a bitch. Yeah, yeah. If she was actually attractive, you know, if she was actually attractive, I would pull that fucking hit it and quit it just long enough for her husband to leave it shit, but she ain't hot enough to pull that. For what team? I'm the only one on it. They ain't worth that much. My team don't give enough fucks. My team's like, it's not worth it. I hate this. I'm in a session by myself again. There's no one for me to go blow up. Yeah, it's been happening to me all day. I just keep going into sessions by myself. No cash and double RP missions. Invite sin. Alright, I'm just gonna start one and see how things go. Oh man, dude, that game is so fucking good. Too bad everybody's on on PlayStation, because we were all on Xbox. We could play with my little brother. And the best thing about that would be that I could play it, because if we were all on Xbox, I could use my stepdad's account, which means I could download the game onto my console and basically just play it. But it, like, the cool thing about Xbox is that you can sign in to multiple profiles, and any game that's been purchased by any of the profiles can be played by any of the other ones. So I can literally just play on my Xbox Live account his fucking games. Yeah. If I had an Xbox One, I could legit play any Call of Duty I want, because he has all of them. He's that fucking person. But I get it. Like, my thing is more open world role playing games. His thing is Call of Duty. He plays Call of Duty like nothing else. So I'll give him that. He likes Call of Duty. I like everything. I enjoy Call of Duty, but I also enjoy everything else. Dude, the graphics are insane. Oh, I want it. Yes, I'm sure I want to launch this job on my own. I just wish that when you launched jobs on your own, it paid you more money. Like if you're doing the work of 4 people, you should get 4 times.
Hey, Quincy, it's me.
Although really, I'm just blowing up trucks with my Deluxo, so it's not like I'm doing all that much. I know, they should make it so much easier, because they've made everything way more expensive than it should. Like, I understood it when it first came out, and like GTA, the game, had been out for a while, because it's like 7 months that it had been out, but the online first launched, and freaking, like, the prices weren't bad. Guns weren't all that expensive, you could get the cars relatively cheaply. The most expensive car in the online was like 980K. I had 3 of them at one point. Yeah, like they made money so much easier to come by too. Like back when a Titan of a job was the best paying job, if you got it right when it came first and it was worth 10 grand and you could replay glitch that shit over and over. Or you could do the old fucking shark card glitch where you'd go into the shark card menu right as you sold a car and then you'd get to keep the car. Yeah, you used to be able to go, so you'd go into the auto shop and you'd sell him whatever car, right? And generally you'd go with like the most expensive car you had. And so like that's what my adder was for, because back before they patched the glitch, that adder was worth over $1 million every time I sold it. And I just sold it and sold it and sold it and sold it. And essentially you could just keep doing that. You had the wait period. You had to wait 25 minutes every time. But you wait 25 minutes and you go and do it and you go and do it and you go and do it and you have $23 million and you just spend $23 million on whatever and you do it again and again and again. You have every apartment. You fill your garage up more times than you can count. And then they patch all the glitches and they take anybody who was modding and glitching and they drop their bank accounts, drop their levels, and asininely get rid of all their cars but one. Or at least that was my fucked up scenario. They let me keep my adder. Dude, they let me keep my adder and they got rid of everything else in my garages. But, oh yeah, you're... Obviously you cheated. Well, I mean, they decided obviously you cheated. Yeah. Yeah, you go pick it up at whatever garage it's at. Oh, that's fucked up. Damn. Yeah, okay, I've got insufficient funds, alright. Right? Every time. Yeah. They did it to both? Oh, that's fucked up. Yeah. I gotta go grab a water bottle. Right back. How hard was it to get $15 billion, though? Yeah, who doesn't?
I don't trust the soul. Sounds about right.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, he put a yeah, he put an EXP boost on it. So every time you earn experience, you probably earn 100% extra or 200% extra, maybe 300%. I've heard of people putting like 400% EXP boosters on so that every time they do a mission, basically, they can get a level. And once they get into like, yeah, once they get into the hundreds and stuff, they'll have to start boosting it even more. Like some people use like 1,000% EXP boost on like PS3s with modded setups so that they can just boost it up hella. And like every time they do a mission, even in the thousands, they'll get fucking keep boosting to where they just keep doing a level every mission. Or some of them will just literally just straight add EXP. They'll just type in add 1 billion EXP, and then they'll just instantly be 8,000, 9,000. Anytime I see a level over 1,000, I don't believe it's legit. 'Cause if it's over 1,000, even if they've been playing since it launched, that's insane. That's 10 hours a day since it fucking launched. Like I know there's people that legit do have like 1,200, 1,500, like 2,000, like pro gamers, people that play for all let's plays and just constantly play and shit like that. There are some people that do have legit really high levels, but the average person does not have a fucking 2, 3,000 level. Like it's just not that easy to attain. You'll spend so much time trying to get there. Right? That's the only advantage that like YouTubers and shit have is that they know exactly when they're gonna do it, where they're gonna do it. Yeah, but think about it. This guy, the guy that did that for you, he probably got fucking screwed. He's probably completely banned forever. He's probably had to buy a new account, or if he's still playing, it's because he's playing on a modded PS3. Because you could take and jailbreak a PS3, and then basically pay for, like, if you know anything about like JTagged Xbox and Xbox Live Stealth, there's a similar thing for PSN. No one's done it for PS4s yet. The reason you don't have modders on PS4 is because no one has figured out how to put a stealthed game on PSN. So the moment you started modding GTA, even if you had a jailbroken PS4, they're going to see it and you're going to get banned. Now, if someone figures out the stealth server for PS4s, then it's hella expensive. It's like $60, $70 a day to play. Like, you're paying real money out your ass for the service. Like, Xbox Live Stealth is $65 a day to use it, because there's only one person that sells Xbox Live Stealth. But what you can do is you can play modded console, and for $65 in a day, you could have 30 billion fucking dollars on your GTA account. More than any fucking shark card would ever dream of giving you. Ever. Like, well, see, here's the thing. You could never play with that account on normal PSN. Every time you want to play GTA or something like that, you're going to have to pay to use this stealth server. At the same time, someone like me, if I got it, I would use it for Battlefield, and I would just mop on people all day. I would fucking go so ham in the modded Battlefield paint. Like, or modded Call of Duty World War II. Imagine World War II where you can't die, and your bullets do 200% damage. I used to do that shit on fucking the PC, because you can take the PC versions and you can use console commands. You're not supposed to do it in online games. Like, you will get VAC banned if they catch you, but oh. Oh yeah. No, dude, I had one guy who he told me about a site and a tool basically that you download on your computer, and he basically taught me how to get mods and put them into games with hex code and stuff like that. Back when I was still playing on Xbox 360 and PS3, and it was so much easier to mod because you'd put a memory stick into your fucking system, and you'd throw some fucking hex code on that shit, and you'd put the game file back on, and it would load in, and you would instantly be playing World War II, or not World War II, but fucking Modern Warfare 2, and your gun would shoot explosive bullets, and you wouldn't be able to die, and people would just be so pissed. They would rage quit so hard. They'd be like, how is he doing this? How is he doing this? And you'd be like, well, I went into the shot code, and I programmed the shot code to be a C4 detonation instead of a bullet. I upped the damage to 2,000, and then I went into my health and I set it to 1,000,000 plus. So it's like, technically I could have died. I could have died if your puny gun gets 1,000 hits before my health regens. And with a 200% health regen multiplier, you're ever gonna get enough hits on me. Your reload time is gonna give me enough time to regen my health enough that you won't die. You're gonna die today, puny boy. Which is the same reason that if I could get PSN Stealth for a PS4, I would jailbreak my system in a heartbeat and fuck people's days up. I would end up in a Parker lobby permanently so fast. Because even if you're stealth, they can still take and put you into bad sport lobbies. And so you can still end up being suckered into that lobby. But then you just take and you send an email to the guy who runs the stealth server, and you're like, hey, I need you to switch my service over to this gamer tag now, please. and he does that, takes about an hour, and then it's switched over. And while that gamer tag, whatever one you were using for trolling then, is stuck in that server, that if it signs back on, it goes to a bad sport lobby. This one doesn't, and you're back into fucking with things. Like, modding and hacking is legit, but you can't do it on PS4. You legit can't. Like, if you could mod on a PS4 right now, I would be doing it, because I know enough about how it works, and I know enough of the people that used to do the stealth servers. I know that no one's doing it right now. At least no one doing it openly. There's probably hackers out there, like legit hackers that really know how to do it themselves, that have cracked into Sony's firewalls. And yeah, they're doing it, of course. Just like there's people that are hacking on Xbox One and stuff like that. And just like there's people that used to be able to get Xbox Stealth for free, is what they'd be like, say, I'd be in a lobby with like just a straight mod lobby on 360, and everybody's like, oh yeah, I'm J-tagged, yeah bro, I got a J-tag, yeah dog, it's so fucking sick. The only thing is I have to pay $70 a day. And then one person would be like, dude, you ain't heard about that Xbox Live Stealth for free? Come on, man. And you'd be like, what? How you get? And he'd be like, I ain't gonna tell you that shit, because what he's doing is legitimately hacking Microsoft. He's cracking through backdoors and firewalls and getting his way in there. I got a cousin who works for him, and her whole job is to root out the little spots where people are getting in and shut that shit down. Like, she's told me about like 1,000 different people that have gotten free Xbox Live Stealth services, basically because they hack in and they get themselves a loophole for a couple months. Then they get kicked out, and their IP gets back traced if they aren't smart, and then they're fucked because they get federal charges. If they're smart, they have shit hidden enough, they ain't gonna get back traced, because even Microsoft's team, unless they go hard, like NSA level hard, isn't gonna be able to trace you through Tor. So if you're smart enough to use the right system and use Tor, you can protect yourself, you can keep it clean. If there was a way that I could figure out how to do it, you know I'd hack into fucking Sony's server and run Tor through my PlayStation. If I jailbreak it, I can put a Linux file running alongside it and run my online profile through Tor, keep myself fucking anonymous, they'll never see my IP, and then go and find a back door. Little tiny hole that's still open, little chink in the Sony armor. Get up in there and just, oof, I would do so much fucked up shit, but it ain't quite that easy yet. No one has figured it out, because someone has to do it openly. Someone has to sell that stealth service for other people to really figure out. There's the people that are good, like there's the people that are amazing with code, the people that aren't me, the people that can just fuck with shit, the people that aren't taking and basically cut and paste, snip this and put this here, the people that are actually writing it from scratch. They know what they're doing, and yeah, they're in there. I guarantee there's at least a few people that legit mod on PS4, but they're few and far between. They're very few and far between. I miss modding Skyrim on PS3 or on Xbox 360 though. That shit was so fun. I had this thing called the Honey Badge Lounge, and it basically, they took one of the houses and they completely modded it out. They made the basement a cheat room that had infinite everything, and then they put basically all the items for all the missions, they put everything in there, and they put books so that you could read the book and get full EXP up to fucking level 1,000. Like, everything you want is right there. Like, you could get people's saves that they had that had completed like the Thieves Guild quest line and like the Companions quest line, because if you know anything about those, you know how long they take. Like, yeah, you could get saves that had them complete, so that even if your legit playthrough that you did for trophies and stuff had it, you could get saves. Or if you didn't want to do any work at all, you could get someone's save file that had every single trophy already, and you could load it in, and then instantaneously every single trophy in Skyrim would automatically go on, even the hidden ones. Yeah, there were people that had 100% on every game who never put a single second of work into any of them. Fucking Call of Duty Prestige 100s that never put a day's fucking work. They just did it with a code, and now they're playing around with Prestige 100, and people are like, damn, dude, that guy's fucking legit. No, code monkey. He plays around with computer. I mean, he is legit in a different way. He's not the world's best Call of Duty player. He's the world's moderately good hacker. Because the best hackers don't give a fuck about fucking around with game consoles. They're hacking bank accounts and making millions. Like, have you ever heard of Cerberus? Those people are insane. I wish I could do their level of hacking. They stole over $1 billion. They stole $14.6 billion out of private people's bank accounts. They robbed rich and famous people for as much as they could. Their largest single transaction was over $100 million taken from one person. Yeah, they would create fake. So what they would do is they would create fake money. They would create a code line that says this person just got $90 million deposited into their account. And then they would create another transaction that said this account just transferred $90 million into this account. That $90 million never actually existed in the first place, but it's now been transferred through enough accounts that it's been washed clean and is untraceable, even though it doesn't exist. It is completely fake currency, but if they go to a bank, counting number, they could take it out. It doesn't exist, but they could use it. And then what Cerberus did for a lot of them did is, because no one knows who any of the members actually are, but most of them, it's assumed, took all that currency and put it into Bitcoin, because all the accounts that were found to be linked to it are all empty. They haven't tracked down any new accounts that have been linked or had transactions done, and all they can see is that massive amounts of the money were transferred somewhere. And so what they're thinking is that they purchased Bitcoin. They just purchased billions of dollars probably worth of Bitcoin. And then you look at Bitcoin and how much it's gone up, and since these guys shut down shop in 2014 and they haven't had a peep since, if they bought it then, it would be worth almost double now what it was then. It's actually worth if they bought it in 2014, right now it would be worth 7 times what they paid for it. So their initial non-existent stolen money is now not billions, but possibly trillions of dollars worth of artificial currency. Yeah, they are the world's most notorious hacker group. They really did know what they were doing. I wish I was that good at coding. If I could get to a level of coding where I could make money appear out of thin air, or even take money that already exists from someone else's thin air, I would be so happy. There's plenty of people that got more money than they know what to do with, and I know what to do with it just fine. It ain't my fault if they don't know what to do with their money, so it gets donated to the charity of me. This mission should have loaded already. I thought I pressed play. I didn't though. Yes, I'm sure I want to launch the job on my own. I don't know why you ask me if I'm sure I want to launch this job on my own. Obviously, I have no one else who I'm playing with. I'm going to launch the job on my own. All that you're doing, Rockstar, is reminding me that I have no one to play with. I have no idea, dude. I could probably text my little brother and he probably knows, but... Shit, there's grenades. There's free grenades. This mission gives me free grenades. Oh wait, my grenades are full, and the car that they give me is useless. Well, I mean, it is an armored car. Like, it's the armored Dominator for Cop's capacity, but when you compare that to a Deluxo that can fly and shoot missiles, it's pretty useless. Oh shit. That's what I love about it though. Like they made those graphics so good that it's like, oh. Yeah. Dude, have you played Amnesia though? Oh. That game is so weird, but it's so fun. It was free. That's the only reason I got to play it. They did it for free a little while back. This car is ridiculously OP. And have you ever noticed how all of the GTA zombies, like the characters seem to be slightly evil? Or not GTA, but Call of Duty. Dude, if GTA had zombies, that would be so fucking cool. This shit is way too easy with the Deluxo. Anything? Literally anything? I don't know how useful it would be for Titan of a job because of the fact that you have to use the plane successfully and not destroy it. But anything where you need to destroy things. I'm just trying to find what mission I can do solo and have pay the best. Dude, like my Astros. I bet you that shit would be amazing with my Astros on. Probably, they get such good sound quality. I can tell what direction people are walking up on me from in almost any game. Yeah. Bye bye, prison bus. tomorrow, turn it in late. Hopefully my professor's not too much of a hard ass for the first week and doesn't actually cut my fucking grade 50% for turning in the assignment late. If he does, I'm going to be pissed. There's no way I'm pulling 3 pages out my ass in what would effectively end up being 30 minutes because I'd have to read the actual article as well. Whatever, tomorrow I'm just gonna have to bust it out. I don't care. First person. Actually, I should check that. I wonder how many hours I have logged in first person right now. Time played in first person, 5 days, 4 hours, 16 minutes, and 54 seconds. Damn. Time spent in GTA Online, 18 days, 12 hours, 37 minutes, 47 seconds. So that's not even that much, but the amount of time in first person is almost a third of it. I almost always play in first person though, so it's like time spent in the creator, 9 minutes. Time spent in races, 1 day, 1 hour, 46 minutes. I really just have never been able to figure out how to use the creator very well, so I've never really spent any time in it. What I hate is the part with my overall income, because it says 30 million, but in actuality, I've made more like 300 million, and Rockstar Jewed me and took all of it away. Some bullshit. They're like, oh, you're gonna use glitches on the PS or on the 360. Well, when you transfer your account, we're gonna take everything. Say fuck you. Dicks. I ended up going with the Bullpup Mark II rifle, assault rifle, because they're basically all the same. I was hoping there's going to be some drastically better one, but after I watched the video, they were basically all the same. I love vape. I love tinkering with coils. I love covering things with drip. What's it look like in the new one? Ah, dude, I have to get that fucking game. Wonder if I could pull it off. I'd have to convince someone to go with me, and it'd have to be someone I trust, but I'm wondering. I'm tempted to just go to Fred Meyer and steal a copy of it. Just walk in there, be like, yo, I need to check out that GTA 5 or that fucking WW2 right there. Yeah, I need to check that shit out. Let me see that shit. Yo. And then someone just walks up to him and is like, dude, I need your help with this. And then they're like, oh, give me a minute. No, dude, I need it right now. My fucking kid's in the car. Give me the fucking game. He can wait. I'm like, I can wait, dude. And then he starts going, and I'm like, see ya. And he's like, oh, dude, I don't need... My kid's a fucking brat. You're like, were you just helping someone steal? Nah. Fucking check your cameras. I didn't do shit. I asked you to buy a game, and I decided that my kid's too much of a punk to get it. I've always wanted to go grab a chain out of the fucking jewelry case at the store. Like, every time I walk by that case, I want to swipe that shit.